Welcome to Bridges to Alignment with Britt Bridges, Wellness Reimagined. This is a safe, transformative space where we explore energy healing, natural wellness, and the connection between mind, body, and soul. Through light, sound, and intention, you'll discover practical ways to align your energy, heal from within, and reconnect with your deepest self. This is your bridge to healing. This is your bridge to alignment.
Welcome to Bridges to Alignment, Wellness Reimagined. Britt Bridges here, your host. So happy to have you. We have a jam-packed filled day of wonderful content in this episode. So grab a beverage, get comfortable, and get ready to learn about some energetic healing modalities that are all natural, that are here to help you improve your life, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And we actually have several guests in the house today. We have our very own Dani Gurrie, founder and owner of Everything Frederick Live. She is our fearless participant to demo a special energy healing device that we have in the studio today. We also have my colleagues, Mona Thiel and Coleen Schafer in as well. And they're going to be sharing this groundbreaking technology that is an all-natural healing modality that's available now that uses your body's own energy to heal mind, body, soul, and spirit. So excited to have you here. And as you know, this is a safe and protected space. We always do our Reiki healing and send frequencies into this space in this studio. So it is cleansed and protected always. And you know, I always like to ask you guys to enter this healing container with an open mind. Okay? Because you may hear some content today that you've never heard of before, which is a great thing because that's how we evolve. That's how we raise in consciousness, is by learning new things. And so if you do hear something today that makes you go, I'm not sure I subscribe to that. That's amazing. That means you're using your discernment. That means you're using your intuition. But what I invite you to do is jot it down, make a mental note, then go into meditation or prayer later on that day and ask, is this something that is my truth? Is this something that I am possibly going to consider as my truth? And let it see where it lands, because we come to you today with some ancient technology. That's what I call it. I mean, this is some Nikolas Tesla type of technology here, guys. So, as always, I want to thank you for your energy, because energy is a currency. We, my friends, are pure energy. And I always like to bring my little illustration to show that, you know, brings backs the science up to the woo-woo, guys. This is real stuff. This is quantum physics. We have an electromagnetic field around our body that is not visible with the human eye. And that's because the human eye can only see 0.0093% of the electromagnetic colors. So isn't that amazing that we can't see the full spectrum of light with our own eyeballs, but this actually really exists around us? And that's why it's important that we stay open-minded to different energy healing modalities that can really help us to heal our body, but really heal the root cause. And that is what's so important. Is that's what makes this stand apart, is what we bring to you on this show is really with the goal to heal down to a root cause level. So if you are here right now, drop us a line, say hi, tell us where you're from. We always love to hear where everybody's from. And of course, make sure you go and you subscribe to Everything Frederick Live and you give us a like. And if you resonate with anybody here in the studio, all the information is going to be in the description. So you can just go right over to their contact information and contact them specifically. Because remember, because we are electrical beings, we operate on scalar waves of light and sound. So you may actually have a resonance with somebody and you may harmonize. A resonance is the same thing as harmonize. You may harmonize with maybe Mona or Coleen, and that's great. So feel free to reach out to whoever you have a resonance with. All right. So without further ado, we always like to start our shows with a quick technique to take our nervous systems out of fight or flight. So we want to regulate the nervous system. And the reason we like to regulate our nervous system is because it puts our body into a receiving state, a state of receiving. Okay. And so let's go ahead. Today, we're going to actually learn a new one. We've never done this one on the show before. It's called physiological sigh. Physiological sigh. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath in and then another quick breath just to fill our lungs up. And then we're going to exhale everything out completely. And we're going to do that 3 times. And I'm going to guide you. So don't worry, you don't have to do it on your own. Okay. So get comfortable, shake out any tension in your neck, do a couple little shoulder rolls. Because again, we're electrical beings. We have to move our bodies and get the electricity moving. So remember that. If you're at work and you're kind of feeling a little tired and run down, just get up, start jumping around, start shimmying if you want to spice it up a little, I like the shimmies. And you will be surprised to find how energized you are just from simply moving the body. That's why working out is so good for you. That's why doing yoga is so good for you. So move that body, guys. All right. So find a comfortable seat. All right. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take a deep breath in. Another quick breath in. And exhale with a sigh. Let it all out. Another deep breath in. And another breath in. And a deep sigh out. And one more deep breath in. Quick breath in. Deep sigh out. Oh my goodness. I don't know. There's something about those sighs. Something about those sighs. All right. So before we jump right into learning about this extremely miraculous healing modality, I want to take a brief pause just to hear from a couple quick sponsors, and we're going to come back and jump right into this. Got all the juicy stuff for you guys.
Sponsored by Lawn Squad. Quick and easy quote, and you can be on your way to having the best lawn in the neighborhood. Watch the progress as Brian from Lawn Squad brings Danny's lawn back to life. Visit lawnsquad.com. Sponsored by Intense Barbecue. Family-owned barbecue food truck and catering company cooking in small batches to ensure that the food is the freshest it can be. Intense Barbecue can cater your events, and they do any kind of food. It doesn't have to be barbecue. Find them at IN, the number 10, SEBBQ.com, and satisfy your meat tooth.
When you care deeply about Frederick County, you want your generosity to matter. The Community Foundation provides trusted guidance to connect people with the causes they care about, creating enduring impact and making more possible across Frederick County. Visit frederickcountygives.org.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. Hopefully you're feeling good. You're ready to receive. So I start this episode with this question. Did you know our bodies have a natural healing intelligence? That we are actually encoded, our DNA is encoded with what it needs to heal itself. And it's all energy. And so today we're going to talk about this miraculous device. It's a PEMF device plus terahertz. And what PEMF stands for is pulse electromagnetic field therapy. And I encourage you to do a little Google on PEMF therapy, because this is not a new phenomenon. It's just now more accessible to the commoner, the common person that can have it at home, to utilize at their home to heal themselves. And again, as I mentioned, this is Nikola Tesla technology. So this has been around for a very long time. We're not reinventing the wheel here. We're just sharing something that essentially hasn't really been something accessible to us. And I don't want to deep dive into the reasons why they're not accessible to us, because you can go visit other episodes where we talk about, why Western medicine is different than Eastern medicine and some of these more metaphysical type of healing modalities. But essentially what this therapy does is it recharges your cells. That's what it does. Think of it like we're batteries, just like I showed you here, that we're electromagnetic beings and we're basically batteries. And every single cell in our body is a battery, an individual battery. And those batteries, they lose charge, and they lose charge for a lot of reasons, right? From our environment, if we're holding on to low frequency emotions, if we're eating low frequency foods, if we're using products that are low frequency, that aren't good for our bodies, that are toxic. So there's a lot of reasons that this happens. And I would say in today's world, a lot of them are unavoidable, right? I mean, yes, we can definitely try our best to switch to cleaner products and make efforts, but there's always going to be stuff that leaks through, because that's just, the day and age we live in right now. But essentially, there are now devices and tools available that can really help you to recharge your battery, recharge your cells. And what this device does is it actually brings you to the frequency of Mother Earth, of Mother Gaia, to 7.83 hertz, which is the Schumann resonance. And that frequency is a healing frequency. It is the frequency of grounding. It is the frequency of essentially bringing our bodies or our brains to the Theta brainwave state. And what is so special about the Theta brainwave state is that it puts our body into homeostasis. And homeostasis is the stage in which our body heals. It generates new cells. It restores itself. And it's such a beautiful thing. And I've had my device now a week, and I am a fully charged battery. I have never experienced energy to this level. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my beautiful friends and colleagues, because they are going to share their testimonies, and they're also going to tell you a little bit about what they do. And then, of course, we're going to have Dani come on, and she is going to be experiencing this technology in real time. So very excited, because she deserves it. She is, always working so hard to do beautiful things for this Frederick community. And we thought, what better to do but treat her today with this session. So, all right. So here we go. We have Coleen Schafer here. Oh, I love Coleen. We actually met through the wellness practitioner group here out of Frederick.
That's right. Yep.
beautiful group of natural healing practitioners. And Coleen is the founder of Sweet Life Community. She is a Reiki practitioner. She's also an integrative health coach, and she's a certified PEMF practitioner. And she also is full-time. What do you
I'm a wildlife biologist as well. So that connection with nature has always been a part of me and all parts of myself. So when we get into things a little bit more, you'll see that natural relationship with the technology that we're going to be talking about as well.
Yes. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having us. I'm so very excited to not only be talking to everybody about this technology, but also to give that experience to Dani here, because you really need to truly feel it. And after you feel it, you're going to totally understand it.
Exactly. That's how I felt after I actually got to demo with Mona. Mona, she has this beautiful property that I actually attended a retreat. She holds retreats often on her property, and their spiritual retreats and their energy healing retreats. And I met her and was able to get a demonstration of this technology. And I left that day going, I don't care how, I'm getting this machine in my house. And I'm glad I did. It was the best decision I've made. And Mona here, she's an energy alchemist, also a holy fire Reiki master practitioner, certified reflexologist, and spiritual coach. And she's here to also share her testimony on this amazing technology. Hi, Mona.
Hi, I'm so grateful to be here today. Thank you for inviting us to come and share so much with everyone. I received my device back, my PEMF device, back in March, and I began using it and sharing it with my clients. And it's something I want to share with everybody. So I'm glad that I could be here and take part in doing that. And it's just so great, Britt, to always be around your beautiful energy. And thank you for allowing us to come and share today.
Thank you, guys. Well, it is reciprocal. I love you guys and I appreciate you. And definitely, I hope you guys are feeling the energy on the other side of the screen, because know that energy has no bounds and that it is reaching you just the same. So, this is what I want to do now is do you think we should get Dani hooked up and then she can kind of be experiencing it as we're sharing with the viewers what this technology is doing? And then we can just have like check-ins with her every couple of minutes to kind of see how she's feeling.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. The typical treatment is a self-timed 20-minute treatment. So we can set Dani up. She's never experienced this before. And then we can talk a little bit more. Britt did such a beautiful job of explaining both the PEMF and terahertz. But then there's some other devices as well that we can talk about. We can talk about more specifics and then definitely check in with Dani, because for never having experienced it, every single person will experience something. It will be different because we're all bio-individual. But this technology really has been well studied around pain management, around inflammation. And so I know that we volunteer actually with Reforge here in Frederick, and we give the Wellness Wednesdays therapy to them for free so they can experience it. And we are seeing some incredible testimonies, right? Just out of the first time feeling it, being out of pain, and then being able to have this, at their home where you literally can do your self-therapy has been just so profound and an honor to be able to help people in that way and serve them. So I think that's a great idea. We could get Dani started and then continue the conversation.
Yeah. And I will add too, if we have any medical practitioners or energy healing practitioners who are watching this has been a great add-on to my offerings because with Reiki, we're all three of us here are Reiki practitioners. And when you're performing Reiki, It's all working with that electromagnetic field. And so this is such a great accompaniment, and really to any medical professional, a great accompaniment, because it again grounds our clients, and it prepares their body to really receive whatever treatments they are receiving, and amplifying that energy vortex to expedite the healing process. So pretty cool stuff. All right. So without further ado, let's see. Hi, Dani.
Hello.
You ready for this?
I am excited. Can't wait.
So there's only two contraindications. One is, do you have a pacemaker?
No.
And do you have an embedded insulin pump?
Yeah, it's okay. I got it. I do not. I do not have either.
Great. So those are the only two, because of the electrical pulses.
Yeah.
That we want to be cognizant that those individuals are not recommended to use the therapy. And then, of course, always check with your medical doctor. This is a non-invasive technology. So go ahead and put your bare feet onto the plates there. And we start low and slow, meaning you've never experienced this before, and we're all bio-individual with variations of inflammation and pain. So it's a very user-friendly. This up arrow goes up to the energy level, you can see, and it's self-timed. So what this just did is it's a voltage detector, right? So I'm not on the machine, and I am not grounding.
Yeah.
And so you can't see any energy that's coming in me. But we come to you, and then it immediately starts, and obviously at the feet. So we'll come back and check as it's going to go up your body. And what Britt was talking about is that energy field. We'll be able to even come out of your body and see how that's affecting your energy field as well.
I can already feel it.
Can you? So the first thing we check with is, have you had any water today?
I have, but not a lot.
Okay, maybe we could get her some water.
Oh, hi, special guest. Thank you for the water.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, because it's critical, right? So we always want to be hydrated, but this is actually energy that's pulsing through your body. And it actually, as Britt said, it's going to charge your cell to the correct voltage. And what terahertz does is it allows the PEMF to go in deeper, but it also has been shown to hydrate the cellular membrane. So it's going to get things moving even after one use. And we've got video that hopefully we can link in the notes, where it's going to show what happens to your blood after a 20-minute use, and then also what happens to your brain after a 20-minute use. And as Mona and I and Britt are collecting testimonies of people that are experiencing it, it can be in one session. I've had people go from a pain of 8 in chronic inflammation and pain down to a 1 or 2, and then completely dissolve. So everybody is different, of course, and I'm not a medical doctor, but these are the results that we're seeing with people. So if it becomes too much, what we're looking for is a sensation like a heating pad warm. Okay. Are you feeling that? But not like a super sauna hot. Okay. Perfect. And where are you feeling the actual effect right now?
So right now I can feel it almost all the way up past my knees. So I can definitely feel that it's a warm, kind of almost vibrating-ish sensation. Yeah.
Is it uncomfortable?
No, not uncomfortable. Not at all. Yeah.
And so that's what we hear. And you're going to be feeling probably the warmth coming around your ankles most, right? All the way up to the back of your knee. So you're an individual that told me before that you don't have much chronic inflammation or pain. And we'll see that actually within each individual. Sometimes they'll feel it more in a location that actually has inflammation. And the device in and of itself, this foot plate, is a full body. As I said, you're going to be glowing at the top of your head here pretty soon. But it also comes with 2 attachments. And these are spectacular. It's got red light, it's got TENS, heat, vibration, and then the technology comes out as well, the PEMF. And so people can, if you hold that and say you had a wrist that hurt or an aggravation, you can also do that targeted pain therapy and inflammation. And what's great is that you can self-choose each one of them, or you can put them all on. So that's really awesome.
And what's in this particular add-on?
So this has PEMF. Mm-hmm. It has red light. EMS or electrical muscle stimulant. So people most know that about like TENS is what they hear. And then it has temperature, so a heat massage and a vibration in it. So yeah, we can turn that on and you can just get a little therapy into your wrist, whether you need it. There you go.
Oh, there
Perfect.
you go. The carpal tunnel.
So there you go. And that's what's so great is the creator of this actually was a very ill man, had a lot of pain and inflammation. He comes from Singapore and he went to Europe and actually got the PEMF therapy there. And what people don't realize is this has been around for a very long time. It was created for the astronauts. So when Britt talked about the Schumann resonance, that came out of a result when the astronauts left the Earth's atmosphere. They started having a lot of problems, bone density, right? Cognition, muscle sarcopenia. So they were losing their muscle, a whole host of effects they had no idea about, that when they left the Earth's magnetic field, there were repercussions for that. We are electrical first, and people forget that. We're not chemical or hormonal. We're actually electrical beings. So every heartbeat, every thought starts as an electrical pulse. And so when the actually cosmonauts first left, so it came through the cosmonaut program and then the astronaut, they saw all of this. They created the PEMF to counteract all of those terrible things that were happening. Well, it stayed at that elite level. And so you'll hear, like, there's a great video from Shaquille O'Neal, if people remember the great big Shaq. He credits PEMF with his entire career. So every time there was an injury, every time there's a surgery, he would get on this. And it's just a quick 15, 20-minute therapy. And you have to listen for yourself on what he says. Every person is having some kind of effect with that within their own cellular structure. And that's what we love, because it has now finally come out of that elite level. It is the gentleman who came out as a changed individual. Since he was a self-made man and he came from nothing, he said, why isn't this for everybody? This is such a profound healing. And so he created this at-home wellness company. And we're going to show some other devices that are targeted for various parts. So yeah, we're going to check in with you.
Awesome. And that machine, I call that, what is the actual technical name for that device that she's using on her wrist?
It's a Revitalex massager.
Okay.
But
we call it the claw.
Right?
Or the wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so the other day I woke up, I had a little crick in my neck from sleeping, and I was like, you know what? Let me just go. Oh, I have the claw. Let me try it. So put my, it does come with this like gel lubrication that you can put on with it. And I just kind of, literally 5 minutes, because that's all I had. That was all I had.
Yeah.
And and no joke, it was gone.
It's gone.
It was gone. And it didn't come back. And I was like, this is amazing. Yeah. So I want to hear from Mona. Tell us about your testimony with this device.
I began using it immediately after I received the device. And I call it amping up my Reiki experience, because I had been doing Reiki and teaching and practicing Reiki for 23 years. And I knew how energy moved through me, and I knew the power of our own innate healing system and the potency of not only being an energy battery, but being a channel for all that energy as it brings us forth into the world for our creativity and our offering love and light and connecting to people. I mean, we're just this huge energy channel. Well, when I got on the PMF and I felt amped up with this, I noted that I also felt not only amped up energetically, but grounded at the same time.
Yes.
Because the potency of the grounding, as mentioned before, is so much more than even walking barefoot outside. So I began using it. And at first I wasn't as consistent as I needed to be. And I could tell the huge difference when I started using the PMF device once to twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
Offering it to my clients before their Reiki or reflexology treatment. And just with desire to show them this cutting edge technology that they were going to be hearing more about. I wanted them to start acclimating to what these technologies were that were coming, that were going to be more mainstream. And everyone was just loving it. In fact, one of my clients who I had no intention of selling her a device, she had been having a lot of knee pain. So she got on the device, very quiet afterwards, and she said, I need this. And I said, oh, well, I sure would love to help you get it. So she bought it, and I talked with her the other day, and she was getting injections in her knees for the inflammation level that she had. And she said not only was she sleeping better, that was the number one reason that she was interested, is better sleep, was that she postponed her appointment to get an injection in her knee because she was feeling so much better. And I just got goosebumps all over when she told me that. It was just great. And another friend who has been using the device was more interested in the Galaxy, the goggles, because he had some macular degeneration. And he took them to Turkey with him and was using them. He has a home there and here. And not only was it bringing a lot of comfort and lowering inflammation, the platform in the Galaxy, but he noted that his eyes were becoming a little clearer. He was seeing better.
Wow.
So that was huge. That was huge. So needless to say, he's enjoying his system and a lot of things that he is needing and carrying the message about how amazing it is. So all of that just makes me feel so good because I've been a holistic healer for so long, and that's what I love to hear, is that people are taking charge of their own ability to heal, and we all need supports. We all have supports, but to know that the power is right here in this beautiful battery, and we can channel it in so many ways. So I'm just really grateful to be a part of carrying the message and utilizing it and sharing it with so many.
Thank you. Yeah, agreed. I agree. And I think what makes this device so special is its immediate results. I'm finding personally and with my clients. And I want to hear more about the goggles, Coleen. Can you tell us more about those?
Well, I'd love to check in with Dani first.
Oh, let's check in. Oh, wow.
Sorry,
She's over here at the spa.
I am in the spa.
Love it.
So it's all the way down to our hands already.
Wow.
Shoulders. Take that away. So it's all the way to our head, right? So even though you're going to feel the sensation just in your ankles and maybe up to your knees.
There you go. Yeah.
So even though you're only feeling the warmth and sensation there, you're getting it through your whole body. And then how are you loving that tool there? Is it feeling good? Yeah. That's one of the favorite add-ons. This all comes together. And then the separate attachment that comes with it. This is a cryo. So it's a frost device. So it builds collagen. And so individuals can use it maybe where they have bone on knees and stuff. But a lot of people are using it for the surgery-free facelifts. So you're putting on a conductor hyaluronic acid gel onto that. And we're seeing really incredible results with this. So not only therapeutic, but also some beauty device. That all comes together. And I loved what Mona said about people being able to take charge of their health. That's really what this company is all about. Excuse me. And it's about taking agency over that, something that was kind of taken from us. And this is meant to be at-home wellness. And they have very specific devices, not only the full body, but they have very targeted systems that I can talk about.
Awesome. Woo-hoo. Sounds like we're having some good results over there. I love it. Enjoy. Now go back to your little bubble.
Look at that smile.
So the Galaxy goggles, as mentioned by Mona, so this is for eye therapy, and you have the PEMF being delivered as well. And it's actually a screen that you can see through. So when you put it on, actually you can still see through it, which is great. But not only does it give the PEMF, it gives the heat, massage, red light, and then a compression, a temporal compression, and then around here. So I use it for my chronic sinusitis. My husband uses it for his migraines. And then we do have research around the glaucoma, the macular degeneration. If you look at PEMF with that, it's very real science and effects on that. So you not only get this therapeutic effect, but you get the technology as well. And we have so many testimonies of practitioners and people where they talk about, and I think Mona brought this up earlier, is how it drops you down into that parasympathetic as well. So you are getting this combination of being energized like a fully charged battery, but you're also getting this parasympathetic. And what Britt said is dropping out of the beta down into the alpha, into the theta waves is very critical because we're such a high frequency running all the time in our beta minds that we really need in order for the body to actually heal itself, which it is fully capable of doing. These devices don't heal. They get your body in the condition necessary. Your body can't heal if there's any inflammation present. And so even old chronic inflammation, I had a practitioner yesterday who talked about, oh, I have this old injury, doesn't even bother me at all anymore. And I had him use the claw on it. He immediately started feeling it. Then he slept, which he slept fantastic, he said. I saw him again a week later for my appointment. He's like, I literally have no pain in that. I didn't realize it still had been bothering me a little bit. I wouldn't have said it was painful, just that I knew it was there. And he's like, and that's gone. So over and over, we hear things like that. So that's the Galaxy goggles. And then this is the other just phenomenal device. I'm going to turn it around to really show you the coils. Now, when you learn about PEMF, this is critical. These coils are critical. This is Nikola Tesla's design, right? The PEM coils. And you're going to see a lot of things on the market that talk about PEMF. I would really suggest that people look into what frequency it is actually showing, because when some of those things are tested, it's only a line of PEMF in there, which actually doesn't do very much for you at all therapeutically. But also, it's a little bit too high in terms of more like a microwave, right? So really understand the technology. But this is the PEMF coil plus, it has it all. It has ultrasound actually in it, radio frequency, red light, heat and massage and compression. And people are utilizing this for not only their metabolic conditions, so breaking up the ultrasound breaks up the visceral fat, but also therapeutically for leaky gut syndrome. We're seeing a lot of individuals that are holistic coaches. So for SIBO or small intestine bacterial overgrowth, so digestion issues, but also you can turn it around on your back. We all seem to have that chronic backache. This really targets that anywhere along the side. And people are getting creative because it bends. I have a client who has crossbody, and so she struggles from both the front and the back, and she uses that as a saddle so that it hits both parts. And then other people use it around their knee. Really robust, incredible technology in these pads. So this is the shake and massager. Again, push of a button, it self-times. You choose for yourself what feels good. And it counts down for 20 minutes, and you do it front and back as one treatment. And what's great is you can just walk around with this one on as you're doing your morning or evening routine. So yeah, some really great things.
Amazing. Yeah. I haven't had the opportunity yet to try the goggles or the belt, but a lot of the testimonies, just like Coleen shared and Mona shared are just, they bring tears to your eyes. They give you chills. It's just, it's miraculous. So I am just so happy that everybody is finding this to be a huge beneficial addition to their, at home healing approaches, because, just like Coleen said, we are the intelligence. Our body is the intelligence and has the intelligence to heal. It's stored within us. It's stored in our DNA and our light body. And these are here to help us to get our body to that theta brainwave state, to that 7.83 hertz frequency of Earth. Because remember, guys, we are one with the planet. We are not separate from the planet. And so this to me just brings me even closer to Mother Gaia and feeling that oneness. Would you agree, Mona?
I certainly do. It's just, it's such a miraculous opportunity to connect with ourselves and then in turn with one another, because the healthier and more aligned I am, the more I get to connect and be part of it all.
Exactly. That interconnected network. And, you know, I say this all the time on my episodes that we have a quantum field. We exist in a quantum field. And so as we're healing individually, that is sending out in the quantum field to others around us, and it's uplifting their frequency as well. I mean, I don't know if you've ever been somewhere and someone walks in a room and it feels like the mood shifted, that things got lighter and brighter. And that's because those folks, they're vibrating at a higher frequency. Yes. And so that's the goal, is to really get to that earth frequency. And Coleen, did we want to add anything else before?
Yeah, just one other device that we haven't really highlighted, which is the Vitality Wand, and it's over by Mona. And that has really been instrumental for a lot of people, but also their pets. So a lot of people are using it on their dogs and horses and cats. So it has the PEMF and terahertz that comes out of it. It's a wand, but it also has a Dyson motor in it. So it creates a cool air massage or a hot air massage. And we're seeing the therapeutic, not only just, you know, that nice warm feeling of the air massage, but the therapeutic effects of the PEMF and terahertz, where dogs have mobility issues or horses have injuries. They're seeing those immediate effects. And what's so phenomenal is animals tell nothing but the truth 100% of the time. So when a horse releases, right, they typically or they'll, you know, chew and lick and they'll drop their head. And so when you're seeing those things, they are feeling it, immediate relief. Same with dogs, right? You immediately see what is happening for them. And then when they have their mobility back, even just after 1 or 2 sessions, I know that I had some geriatric dogs, and I wish this technology had been out for them at that time. So that's really, truly, this company is looking to make it easy for the whole family. And they often say, like, hey, utilizing that Apple model for a business, if everyone in the family has the bad EMF in their hands, right? Everyone gets their own cell phone in the entire family, but for the cost of less than a cell phone, you could have a whole body wellness for your entire family at home. So I just love that giving, that servant mindset within the company, and you don't really hear that very often. It's a global company. It's FDA registered. It's EU registered. They do third-party testing on their own dime for a medical company called Intertech. So it's been verified for safety, and the technology is there. And so he's doing everything right. The research and development comes out of Sweden and Germany, and they just launched into the US, and they're doing that through brand ambassadors, right? So they're giving that marketing to that word of mouth in order for people to experience it, because you have to experience it, right, Dani? So what do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, I can still, it's shut off after 20 minutes. I can still feel kind of the vibration even through my knees now. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And it just was warm, some tingling, some vibration is it, right?
Yeah.
And you just did something incredible for your health there. Yay.
Yeah. I'm curious, if you stand up and kind of move around a little, do you feel like that energy charge? Are you? I mean,
I can definitely feel it even off the plate. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think that is the thing I most noted after getting off of it, is just I feel like I'm ready to take on the day.
Yeah.
So be careful.
Yes.
Don't do it too close to bedtime.
That's
I can
right.
recommend that because I made that mistake once and there I was at like 3 a.m, like, like, why am I so awake? Yeah, because it's very important that, we are mindful of that because it does give you that energy that we so need. And Mona,
I just wanted to add something. There are some people that are finding it helpful for their sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I have two clients. So depending on what your biochemistry is, some people find it that they want to do it right before they go to sleep so that they can sleep better. So it can go either
That's a
way.
good point. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You mentioned
we
this,
do-
the biochemistry, that we're all different.
And we do recommend that you have a higher setting in the morning. So what higher means to you, like we said, some people can go all the way. It goes up to 20. I just had her on 4. That's where I am right now. And I'll do maybe a 5 and maybe a 6 in the morning. But I'm dropping it down to a 2 or 3 in the evening and to get my body ready and prepared for that parasympathetic. And I hear over and over again that it is really helping with their quality of sleep, their length of sleep when they're trying this. And when you think about that as that's when your body repairs itself. That's when your mind repairs itself, when it goes through all the junk that you need to actually purge, not only the detoxification, but in your mind and body and spirit as well. So it is truly one of these holistic frequency healing gems that we're spreading the word about and hoping that people get to try.
Awesome. Well, this was enjoyable and amazing. And I'm glad that Dani got to experience this technology. And you'll have to comment, Dani, later on.
I will.
And say how you felt throughout the whole day. Because I'd be curious for your feedback. And if you have any questions, all of our contact information is available in the description. And of course, you can always comment and we'll see it and we'll share whatever we have. But we're also going to drop information in the description on the technology itself. So you can go and do some of your own research. Highly encourage that. And we're just so thankful that you could join us today. And we're looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Don't forget to meditate, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Thanks for joining Britt Bridges on Bridges to Alignment. If this message spoke to you, be sure to like and subscribe for more conversations on energy healing, natural wellness, and living in alignment with your highest self. Bridges to Alignment is proudly part of the Everything Frederick Live podcast network and can be rewatched anytime on the Everything Frederick Live YouTube channel. Until next time, stay grounded, stay open, and keep aligning with the life you are meant to live.
This episode is a proud production of the Everything Frederick Live podcast network. Your home for Frederick's best podcasts, streaming daily on YouTube.